Howdy, folks, and welcome. We're back better than ever. I'm your main man with the plan, Ranger J 1999. And joining me is, we'll call him T, the artist formerly known as Grande Patron. Uh, I don't know what to do with myself because he has shaved his beard, and as I
I,
said, he looks like a wrinkly old white man.
nice. That's exactly what I needed to be, a wrinkly old white man.
Well, instead of being a wrinkly old woman, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
then I would have some questions like, so Grande, under that beard this whole time, you had like this dwarvish quality. We didn't know if you were a man or a woman, and now it turned out you're a woman.
Oh, gosh. Oh, man. So, yep, shave
So,
the beard.
so
Did it for my Omega buddies. They worked hard. I said I would shave my beard if they went for rank one. They went for rank one, and so I shaved it.
mm-hmm.
Felt like it was the right thing to do. Man, we got a lot of people in chat today.
We do.
Bimatsu's in here.
Oh, konnichiwa, bimatsu.
Infinity's in here. Prelog's in here. Keggy's in here. MJ's in here.
My
Shadow
boy
Val.
MJ.
Yep.
Sweet.
Everybody's here.
All right. Glad.
So,
All right. All right. All right. Yeah, I know everyone's freaking out about the beardless wonder who is the artist formerly known as. It's like Samson. He shaved his beard and he can barely type now.
yeah. I can barely do anything. But apparently I get rank one a little bit more with the beard gone. I don't know what it is. Just some RNG.
Well, you sacrifice some things to gain strength in others. So
The Yosemite Sam mustache part of it was funny. Yeah, that was supposed to be an Omega symbol. I don't know. I don't know if it really worked out or not, but for whatever it was.
Oh my God. So I'm a little bummed. The election was yesterday. Obviously, my candidate didn't. Trying to get over it. I had a little bit of the blues, but good old John Daniels is here to make me feel better. To everyone, salute.
I just worry about the things I can change, and the things I can affect, and whatever I can't affect, let's just move on.
That's right. So we'll affect people that play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. That's what we can do. That's how we contribute to society with a game.
There you go.
Yeah, we're not going to be discussing any social contracts or the social contract here. So if you came here for that, wrong. Trademark.
So
yeah.
Right into it?
Yeah, let's get into it. I do apologize to everybody. I've told some people I have been slammed with work and school and just so much shit's been going on. I've done what I've needed to do in the game to be relevant, but I have slacked on PvP. I've slacked on some things.
Marty here. Sweet. What's up?
D-Man is in the house.
There it is.
So, yeah, to all you guys, I appreciate you sticking with us. We're going to keep going, and we're going to keep doing this for you guys. Till this game dies.
It's not going to die. I got a lot of positive things to talk about.
No. I mean, all games go through a cycle where eventually they end. The nothing lasts forever, but we'll keep going as long as it's relevant. Let me put that. As long as it's relevant.
There, I'm good with that. So,
okay. So what's got some news, right? Got some news going on. Where do we want to start off?
Let's talk about the big news right now.
First of all, let's talk about the big news. Is that Finity angered me greatly, so I had to kill Finity. The person in the chat is not Finity. That's someone we hired to play Finity. So don't let him fool you. The devil's always in disguise. Now Finity, is active participant. Grande, is joining me as my co-host as we move forward in this. Finity will still be a part of this. We do appreciate everything he says. He'll probably jump in here more, but he's gone into some other things, and that's cool. A part of the Reality Skewed Gamers. We are going to be branching off into some other games and testing some games for you guys. So be on the lookout for that. But we are definitely going to be sticking with Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. And I'm very happy to have Grande. Man, we've been streaming for a while, back in the old Merlin days. Man,
back in the Merlin Dark Mage days, we were streaming together.
The first time I came on and did the Bill Cosby, and you guys almost lost your shit.
Dude, you and Merlin, and Oh man, it was crazy.
I
It's
know.
good times, man.
I need to check up on him. I haven't talked to him in a week or two. I mean, I still keep track of Merlin, but I check up on him. He's like, "What are you doing, man?" He's like, "Making money." I'm like, "Well, that's good." I miss Merle. I miss that crazy bastard. All
Yep.
right.
All
So
right.
we're glad to have Grande a part of the team. He is also a member of Team Instinct. I am part of the Mighty Psy.
That's it.
Um, we appreciate everybody being there. Make sure that spread the word. Let's get some chat going. Questions will be looked at by Finity. We will answer them at the back end. So by all means, you can post them now. Finity's watching. He'll make sure that we get to them. We try to answer all the questions that. Okay, that was interesting.
Okay.
We're back. Sorry about that.
All right.
LBS. The cool thing, if you see it drop, it just drops because of this is crashes, but it only takes me a second to get it back up size. So guys, Mr. Grande, as I try to fix our stream here.
Yep. So the first thing I want to talk about, and I'll post it here in chat. Bros, we're getting a credit heist tomorrow. I'm super freaking excited. So CG Cosaspood says, "Happy Wednesday, folks. We see there's a general buzz and questions on the forums regarding the credit heist, but fret not. This event will launch tomorrow. Get your squads ready." Super excited. So for those of you who don't know, CG Cosaspoon is part of the dev team. And Cosaspoon basically said we're getting a credit heist tomorrow. I think that's the reason why we got a little client restart that happened just a little bit ago. So be on the lookout. Credit heist mañana. Super excited. Could really use some credits. Obviously, doesn't look like Ranger could use as many credits. Look at that, 3 mil.
13 mil.
13, almost 14 mil that he's got going on. So I don't think he's going to need that, but I'm dying for credits. I try to hold enough to get my characters to the next level. Andres, good to see you in chat. Shadow Vow, good to see you in chat. Could really use that.
Last time, man, they've been skimping on me, man. I only got 1.5 million. It's like,
oh man,
they tease you. They give you a little ball scratch. They just give you a little taste, and then it's like you get 1.5 million. It's like,
well,
I mean, come on. It's like they did it on purpose. Like, you could win 10 million.
Next time you'll get 5 mil, man.
I don't know.
You get 5 mil or 10 mil. Didn't you get 10 mil one time?
Yeah, one time. The rest has always been,
Well, you know what? Sometimes you just have an extra special credit heist.
Well,
she tickles you just right. And sometimes she doesn't tickle you just right. It's just
This is
a normal credit heist or whatever. Hey, what's up, Nervous MC? How's it going, man? So, credit heist. The next piece of news we want to talk about is I want to talk about ships. So we got a really huge post, kind of update to an update on ships. So we got an update on the 13th on the 3rd and an update on the 4th. So I'm going to post this in the in our chat so everybody can read along with me. But so that's that one. We'll read along with it. So we had on the 13th, we had EA Jesse, who said, just a point to clarify that during the tutorial steps and the events for ships, players will be given a certain number of shards for fleet commanders and blueprints for their capital ships, as well as shards for new crew members and blueprints for their ships. This should be enough to get players at an eligible level, planned currently to be 60, to participate in fleet combat. However, the stronger your fleet commanders are, the more effective they will be in battle. So we talked last week about fleet commanders, and if you kind of scroll up, the fleet commanders are Admiral Akbar, Grand Moff Tarkin, Mace Windu. So you're going to get some blueprints. You're going to get some shards, I guess, for those characters. So that was pretty cool. And then we had another post, which happened the next day, which happened on Friday. Today's Wednesday. Happened on Friday from EA Jesse. It says, greetings Holotable Heroes. Last week, we revealed that the key aspects of ships features. Fleet commanders. This week, we're going to dive a little deeper into another aspect of the ship's update. Crew. Crew are the characters assigned to each ship to make the ships usable in a space battle. Some ships only require a single crew member. Think X-Wings and TIE fighters.
Ooh.
While other larger ships may require multiple crew members.
Ooh.
Think the Millennium Falcon. Specifically, there will be between 1 and 5 crew assigned to a given ship. Each ship and crew member share a 1-to-1 relationship, meaning that a crew member is only available to crew a specific ship. Biggs Darklighter will only be assigned to his X-Wing Red 3, for example.
Well, he can't be Red 5. That was Luke.
Right. So basically, so you got certain people that can only pair up with certain ships. Makes sense. You know, we don't want Darth Vader flying the Millennium Falcon. Makes perfect sense, right? So no Darth Vader flying the Millennium Falcon. Duh. We're obviously gonna need to look at that. The next the next part is it says starting crew. At the launch of ships, there will be a dozen ships and crew available. While the ships are not yet out, a majority of crew characters are already available in the game and eligible for character battles. Like fleet commanders, once the ship's feature has been unlocked, they will have additional options for crewing their ships in fleet battles. The following are examples of crew characters that will be available at the start of ships. We also want to reiterate that these are not the only crew members that are available. So we got Biggs Darklighter and his X-Wing Red 3. We have Wedge Antilles and his X-Wing Red 2. We have Empire TIE Pilot. This is the login character of the month for last month, the month of October. Not to be confused with First Order TIE Pilot. This is Empire TIE Pilot and his Imperial TIE Fighter.
Okay.
Then we have Ahsoka Tano and her Jedi Starfighter.
Now that I want that because the Jedi Starfighter is pinned.
Well, Jedi Starfighter is cool. And Ahsoka Tano, that's a character. My gosh, you know, they reworked her a little bit to work with Anakin. I think she's going to be really good at Gear 11. Heard a lot of good buzz about Ahsoka.
Yeah.
I think that you might be seeing a little bit more of Ahsoka. This is the second time I've seen Ahsoka mentioned. And it says there will be plenty more crew members. There are plenty more crew members currently available and more ships, crew, capital ships, and fleet commanders that will be made available in future updates.
I just want the Death Star.
You want the Death Star? You know, that's going to be some kind of a raid or special mission.
I have Grand Moff Tarkin. I will rule the galaxy.
He's going to do a Star Destroyer or something like that.
Imagine if you did have a Death Star. What would you do with it? I mean,
Palpatine would fly it, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know about that. I mean, like, let's say I have Grand Moff Tarkin and we're in the real world and I have a Death Star. Just think of all the things you could have. Just the threat. I want 1,000,000 Hershey Kisses, and I want each one to be half silver wrapper and half gold wrapper.
You know what would be really cool is the Death Star is like a guild ship's raid.
I know that would be cool.
That's I mean, to me, that's like the epitome. That's like a pinnacle the game can go to. Is that we have a guild ship's raid, and it's.
I can't tell you when I was playing the Old Republic, the MMORPG, we had capital ships for the guild ships, and they were huge, man. I mean, they had it was size of the ship with hangars and everything, and you had to do PvP and raids to unlock certain parts. But once you did, you got the hangar. Now you got your own personalized ship, which was really cool. But I remember those capital ships were. You don't think of how big they are, but they did it to scale, and they're ginormous. I mean, you can't.
Well, think about the size of a
Star Destroyer, yeah,
versus an X-wing fighter. I mean, they're two completely different sizes. I mean, there's what, like 50 there's 50 TIE fighters on a Star Destroyer.
Yeah, there's
You,
squadrons on just I
there's
mean, a super.
squadrons.
Plus, you have all the walkers. You have
I
all
mean,
the
so there could be
TIE
there
bombers,
could be a
TIE
huge.
interceptors, TIE scouts. I mean, there's like hundreds of ships on those
I
things.
mean, think about, well, and they said that you could have up to 5 crew members on a ship, which means the Millennium Falcon could take 5 people.
Yeah, because you need. Yeah,
Slave One could take 2 or 3. Maybe
yeah,
Slave One could take 2 or 3 scoundrels.
yeah.
I mean, who knows? I mean, it gets a little bit endless. Um,
Now, do we know? Is it just going to be you jump in a ship and you can do like you are you actually going to be flying a ship, or are you just going to do a battle with your ship based off stats?
Well, so what it says is it's this same post up at the top. It says that there is a start with a maximum of 5 ships and up to 4 more ships in reserve as reinforcements, quote unquote. More on that later. And then they talk about reinforcements. I guess it means that if reinforcements, it says with another option available with Fleet Commander's turn involves reinforcements. When activated, the Fleet Commander can call in a new ship into the battle to reinforce their fleet. That would replace a destroyed ship when one of the players' reserve roster of ships. So basically, I guess your ship dies, and then on your Fleet Commander's turn.
My question though is it going to be like a chessboard where we just throw a ship in there and then it does paper rock scissors, or do we actually fly the ship and stuff like that?
No idea.
That's what I'm curious about. I mean, I don't know. That's why I'm asking, because it's like, I mean,
we're getting little nuggets every day. Maybe maybe we'll see some pictures at some point that'll help us out here with a little bit more.
Throw us a freaking bone here, guys.
Man, you know what? Here's the thing: is they're releasing a little bit, a little bit at a time, and releasing a little bit at a time means it's able. They very few times have the developers actually told us, "Hey, you need to, you need to look at these characters. You need to look at and so effectively now they've showed us multiple characters that we need to work on."
Well, I'm a greedy whore and I want it all.
You're a greedy whore.
It
Couple things we want to make sure is that everybody's in the Rebel Base Discord.
Yes.
And that everybody is also in the
get your monkey asses in there.
In the reality skewed gamers Discord. Both of those Discords are in the description of this video. I think it's super important. If you want to chat with us, if you want to have us kind of evaluate, if you want to theory craft with us about what could be good, when what's coming up as far as ships is concerned, about the raids, about PvP tournaments, all those kind of things. Anyway, that's kind of the news. I had a couple of discussions with the devs because I didn't understand a few things, and I want to kind of tease that after we talk about the tournament a little bit. But I do want to talk about the tournament. But you had something else?
Yeah, like I just was. I did want to talk about this. Look at all these. What do you call these tokens? What is this? In the pack where you can get the free packs, the chromium, not the chromium, but
show me what you're talking about. Show me
the bronzium. You
talk about the ally tokens.
Yeah, they're just like, I didn't even know that was happening, and then I just looked one day. I was like, oh, I have 17,000 tokens. When did that happen? And then I started looking at the activities for the day. I was like, oh, I saw. And I think what it is, and maybe I'm wrong of this, but it's because to help you gear your tunes faster with the lower level trash stuff that you have to farm to.
Yeah, I mean, a long time ago.
In a galaxy far away. See what I did there?
Yeah, there was another streamer who doesn't stream on Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes anymore, Tiny Grimes, and he basically said if you're getting stuff, he said if you're getting stuff out of bronziums that's like amazing, then spend your ally tokens on bronziums. But if you're not getting anything amazing, don't spend your bronziums. Don't spend your ally tokens on bronziums.
I never understood that.
And I'm kind of with him. There's some other things too that we probably want to save. You probably want to save sim tickets. I mean, there's some other crazy currencies.
Yeah, sim tickets. I got so many sim tickets. It's ridiculous. It's just like,
you probably want to save those. I mean, at this point too, I mean, if they're going to do another tournament that uses ally tokens, I would say save your GWs. I mean, unless you're going for a character you just really really want, save your GW tokens. If save your Cantina tokens, save whatever whatever you can to make sure that that you have that stuff available. I mean, I've said it from the very beginning. This is a resource management game.
Oh, yes.
Which means that in order to move quickly to whatever the game throws at you, you have to have the resources available to be able to move quickly. It's the reason why Ranger is sitting on 13, almost 14 mil of credits, is because he wants to be able to move quickly if he needs to, if the game changes for some reason.
Damn right. I mean, I have some job. I mean, I have the pieces I need. I'm still working on some, but
Right.
it's like I save credits so I can move on a character that I need. Like if I wanted to do Jawas right now, I could start pumping out Java. Right. I'm not there yet
Right.
because I don't have the full team, so I'm waiting.
Well, personally, I don't think you need the full team. I mean, I think that
I could do just Dachka and who else, the engineer.
Well, I mean, I think that the droid team. I mean, I know I posted it. I posted it last week. The guy that posted on the official forums about the the teams to work on. What was interesting to me is that he didn't put on a and I'll post it again in chat, that post where the guy basically says, you basically you need a Jedi team, a droid team, Emperor Palpatine team, and then you need a rebel team. And if you run four teams, you could do 2% a piece, then your guild can run it.
So let's look at my roster and see what I need to get then. So
okay, absolutely.
Let's look.
Sure.
So I had the rebel team. That's because I did 1 million plus damage in a phase 4 with that team, and that team is Anakin, Leia, Biggs and Wedge, and Akbar. Correct.
So if we look at his post, right? So let's start at the beginning. Let's start with the phase 1 team.
Okay.
Let's start with I'm a Gundy lead.
Have him.
Anakin.
Have him.
Ayla. Kira. Okay. There's a couple alternates for that one. So Qui-Gon Jinn.
Have it.
Ahsoka. Okay. So let's talk about the alternates. Yoda is a good alternate for that team.
Have it.
Okay. What about Eth Koth?
I do have Eth Koth, but I haven't been using him.
I know. I didn't use him very much either.
I mean, I could go to. I mean, I think I've got him. What gear level is he at? Probably 7 or 8.
I've kept him at gear level 9. I've never moved him off of gear level.
I haven't moved him to gear level 9. I could. I could. Yeah, I guess Eth Koth would be a good one. I didn't think maybe that he was.
This one is recommending. It's recommending offense and health. I think that there's a good argument for tenacity, and there's also a good argument to not run I'm a Gundy lead, but to run Anakin lead, or potentially to run even a Yoda lead, or potentially to run a Qui-Gon Jinn lead as a speed leader on this team.
Okay.
So I'm thinking you need a 5 Jedi team.
You have the 5 Jedi. I've been using
phase 1. Yeah. You're sweet. You're gravy. Now you need to be able to do 2% with that team. That's it.
Okay.
Phase 2 team. And I'm this is where I fall down, is the droid team. HK-47, IG-88, IG-86, Jawa Engineer, and Nebbit. I have seen some screenshots of these teams doing over 1 million damage.
I have Nebbit, I have HK-47, I have 86, I have 88. I do not have Jawa Engineer. Where am I at Engineer? You little bastard. I have him at 4 stars. Not even at 5 stars yet. Because I can't ever get the damn, engineer tokens.
The engineer drops, right?
It's a bitch farm, man. I don't like that. It's like they put a tune like that
man, I gotta tell you,
you should put him where you could farm him somewhere too, because this is a ridiculous thing that Jawa Engineer.
So for a long time, I've gone for characters out of the guild shop.
Yeah.
I started out finishing off my Rey, then I went to my Ewok Elder. Then after Ewok Elder, I went to Dengar, trying to work on the AAT raid, trying to work on the Rancor raid. Then I went to Java engineer, and then I finally just said, you know what, we're just going to work on the exclusive characters from that guild store. It's the only place I can get them. So every time I get a chance, I'm going to go for those characters out of there. And that's what I did. And it's I'm still working on Gamorrean Guard. I'm not sure if he's going to be good for anything. I just want to get him finished off, and then I guess I'll probably just go straight gear after that. So droid team. Need a droid team.
So I've got 4 of the 5. I just got to get engineer. Are there any alternatives for the droid team?
They're not really showing any alternatives for the droid team. I think you could use an alternative for the droid team. You could use you could maybe run like a Royal Guard on that team. You could maybe run. You could maybe run. This could be a spot where maybe you ran Ugnut on that team.
Now, Jawa Engineer is because he gives the speed up and he can
gives
heal.
The speed up and the heal, right? So you could potentially look
what
at
about Poggle.
You could potentially run a Poggle on that team. Yeah, I could see that
because he does.
He does give you offense up, I think, and he gives you speed up. So you could potentially swap Poggle in there for sure. I would experiment around with some of that stuff, but basically some version of a droid team. Then the next team that you're looking at is you're looking at that Chirpa, Emperor Palpatine, Stormtrooper Han, Royal Guard, Sun Fac, and there are some alternatives to this. How is your EP? You got EP?
EP?
EP, Emperor Palpatine?
Yeah, I have Emperor Palpatine.
Chirpa?
I don't have Chirpa. So this is where I'm
Stormtrooper Han?
I have Stormtrooper Han.
Royal Guard?
Have Royal Guard.
What about Poe? Or Chewie?
I have Poe.
Or Hoth Rebel Soldier? Or Gamorrean Guard? Or Barriss?
I have Barriss and Poe.
Okay, so let's look at Barriss on that team. Now, I was theory crafting today about, let's say you didn't have Chirpa, because I think a lot of people don't have Chirpa, but let's say you have Grand Moff Tarkin, you could potentially run. So Chirpa's lead gives 10% turn meter, but let's say you don't have Chirpa, you could run Grand Moff Tarkin because his leader gives 25 speed to Empire. So I think that might be a good alternative.
Okay, so Grand Moff Tarkin with Emperor Palpatine.
Yep.
Royal Guard, Stormtrooper Han, and then
maybe
Barriss.
Maybe Barriss.
And that's for phase 3 or just
phase 3?
Okay.
That could be a good alternative for that team. So then now let's go to phase 4. And the phase 4 team that we're looking at is the team you already have, which is going to be Wedge, Biggs, Lando, 5s. We already used.
I have 5. I was not using 5s.
We already used Stormtrooper Han on that phase 3 team, and then this is where we're going to use Leia, Phasma, or Akbar.
See, I went with and did over 1 million damage. Went with Biggs, Wedge, Lando, Akbar, and Leia because you can just burn that thing down so quick, and the 2 droids, and you're just constantly having that tank on the ground, and I would just burn and hit. I was just hitting that sucker hard as hell.
Now, while we're talking about this, I do want to give credit to that Chirpa, Emperor Palpatine, Stormtrooper Han, Royal Guard, Sun Fac team. The guy that found this team, the guy that kind of first started talking about this team, was a guy named Marux from Team Instinct. That guy made that team, and he made it work, and he showed everybody how it worked. So that was Team Instinct that kind of first came up with that team. And then
Chirpa unlocked.
You don't even have Chirpa unlocked?
I could work on it though.
Yeah, you should definitely work on.
I'm working on Plo Koon, but I could always switch.
I would probably look, here's some other reasons to maybe get Chirpa done, right? Some reasons to get Chirpa done would be potentially we might they alluded at one point to the fact that there might be another another Ewok coming. They alluded to that in the EA Europe, the Star Wars Europe event, that we might get Wicket. So I think that it's entirely possible that we would see another Ewok, and potentially we would see an Ewok with a taunt or something. So you want to make sure that you look at that.
All right, so I'm going to focus on Chirpa for. I'll put Plo Koon on the side since I have a.
I would. I mean, you already got a Jedi team.
Yeah.
So
because I can always get Eth Koth in there and max him. So yeah, that's good.
I found it's actually a pretty easy farm. The drop rate is way good. So far, the worst drop rate I've seen, freaking Kylo Ren. Goodness gracious, that was just painful to me, trying to unlock offense mods. So that's what I would work on if you guys were trying to go from
5-star with him
from a normal AAT to a heroic AAT.
Okay, so Chirpa definitely, and I have the other pieces. So
yep, I think you're good to go.
Yeah,
and
surprisingly,
the other thing too is mods make a huge difference.
They do.
So right now, my droid team is doing terrible. I need to rework my mods. One of the things that I want is SWGOH.gg, and this kind of goes into a little bit on our meta report. This is run by a couple of guys who are also in Team Instinct. If you go over here to the sync area, and then you go to the collection, and just take somebody and look at you need to look at that. You look at someone and see how they've modded their team. For example, I need to work on my droid team, right? So let's try to find somebody that's kind of high up that's running a droid team, and then let's see how they modded their droid team, so I can learn from them.
Let me stupid OBS. Oh, I hate this thing.
Oh no, did it crash again on you?
No. It's I pulled the meta report, but it's not capturing the right cock-a-doodle window.
Anyway, I just want to give a huge shout out to those guys, all three of them that work on the meta on the SWGOH site. This site doesn't have advertisements. These guys just do it because they love the game, and I've now gotten to meet them and know them a little bit better. They're super cool guys, and
all right, I'm in the meta report. Do you want to just get into the meta report, or
let's go over the meta report? Absolutely, but before.
Yeah, we'll go to that. So where do I need to go?
Okay, so we were talking about droids, right? So if you go under the tab that says sync, and then you go to the collection leaderboard, and then let's just scroll down and find a guy that's running an HK lead, which I ran all the way down here to this guy named Clausy. It's his first guy that I came up to that was running a droid team, and look at how he's running his droids. You could actually go in now and see the mods and see what he's putting on those characters. You can see how he's modded his HK-47. You can go in and look and see how he's modded his you could see how he's modded his IG-86, for example. One of the things that's interesting about his IG-86, he's only got a 4-dot speed mod on his IG-86.
That speed kills.
And that's so you can kind of look at some of these and look at the primary stats, and then look at the secondary stats, just so you can kind of get a better idea of, you don't have to reinvent the wheel on some of this stuff. You could try to, maybe see what some of these other guys are doing and see how they're doing it and how it might be useful for you. They're trying to help us. They're trying to teach us how to do things. So anyway, something to look at for sure. Okay. You can look at some other people have done it, but let's go to the meta report. Okay. I think this is another huge area. So huge. Meta report, huge. It's huge. I think that while we're looking at the meta report, we still see Lando Calrissian.
The meta report is brought to you by Grande Patrone Tequila, your 5th choice in tequila, but it still gets you messed up. And then I disappeared. Where did my video go? Oh, you.
So here, we're looking at Lando number one leader, Rex, obviously, is going to be the tenacity up. Mate leader, turn meter. Rex is a great piece. And then you've got a lot of people running wedge lead. I think the wedge lead here has to do with if you've got enough speed on your characters and you don't need Lando as lead, the heal from wedge lead on crit can be a huge advantage. You still got a few people running the Emperor Palpatine lead. I think Emperor Palpatine lead is really great if you know how to use him on offense.
Mm-hmm.
He's also a good deterrent for those people that are running a straight rebel team. That's obviously good. Then you get back to the droid teams with HK-47 lead. You got some people running Akbar lead. This is an even faster speed leader than Lando. And you could see some people running that. Maybe they're taking Anakin off the team. Not sure. Then you got some people running Anakin lead, Qui-Gon Jinn lead still in there, Old Ben still in there, Phasma still in there, and then you get way down at the bottom past Phasma, and you still got a couple Dooku's, a couple Imagundis, and a Boba Fett lead. For whatever those are worth, but we're getting down into the onesie twosies at that point. But the main three, by and large, is Lando, Rex, Wedge.
Yeah. I run Lando lead, so I'm a scumbag.
And then we go down to the characters on the team, and you got Lando, you got Wedge, Biggs tied exactly even. So everybody that's running Biggs is running Wedge.
I am. I'm part of the conspiracy here.
You got Anakin, you got Stormtrooper Han, and then we start falling off a little bit. When you start falling off a little bit, you're falling off to Palpatine, Sun Fac, Rex on the team. We see
Shore Troopers coming
on. Shore Troopers coming on strong. I mean, you almost got as many Shore Troopers as you do Rex, and then we see B2 coming back into the mix a little bit. After B2, you see Qui-Gon Jinn, and then there's a substantial drop from Qui-Gon Jinn to Royal Guard.
Yeah.
I think that you're finally seeing a little bit going down, and then obviously you've got after that you've got a few other characters, and then you go back to your droid teams. I think we're due for a shift in the
it's
typical
been this
character.
way for a while, man. I mean, it really has been. I think and I'm contributing to it because I always go with the flow of the meta.
If you change this up a little bit, right? So we're looking just at rank 1. If you look at rank, you look at rank 1 through 10. It doesn't seem to change up very much. You look at rank 1 through 100, it even gets a little bit more. It even gets a little bit more crazy. It's funny because then you see a Tebow lead come in. That's a straight up RNG lead. But if you do pull it out to the top 100, you do see a little bit more Qui-Gon Jinn, and you see a little bit more Royal Guard, which I think is interesting. Who knows what's gonna how this is gonna change. We're super. I'm super excited to see a change. I like whenever the quote unquote meta is in flux.
It'll shift.
To me that's huge. Whenever you see a change in the meta.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
I think that kind of the meta and bringing up Shore Trooper, I think kind of
perfect segue.
runs us into the tournaments.
Concurrently.
And how was your tournament experience, Ranger?
It was better. I think what they did with the tokens was smart. I had
totally agree.
Perfect way to do it. They if they'd done this right the first time, I wouldn't have ranted. Maybe they heard my rant.
Maybe so. I think they heard a lot of people's rants.
Mine especially because I think I dropped enough hatred. Sound like Trump.
Well,
but that being said, it was a lot better. I got up in the top 50, but I didn't have the time to commit, so I finished just right outside of 200. So I think if I had had more time to commit, I could have stayed there. But yeah, it was a lot better. It made a lot more sense, and if I really wanted to, I could have spent a buttload of crystals. I just did not have time. I had a lot of stuff happening
Well,
And
I mean, I don't. I mean, I guess you could have refreshed GW and then used GW currency to buy more arena. I mean, buy more ally tokens.
oh, I had ally tokens was not a problem. I could have had, you know, an astronomical amount of that. I just didn't have the time, to really
So,
commit to it. You know.
I mean, let's be honest. I feel like the first time I did it, I like actually lost a portion of my life, like
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3 days of my life.
It was
The
awful.
the second time, it sure felt much more manageable,
It was
and
more
maybe it was.
conducive because
Yep.
you didn't have that pressure of money.
And then the other thing that I felt like was better about it was the permanent defense team.
Yeah,
So you didn't have the ability to swap in a crud defense team and then
yeah,
use the train thing. So I felt like it worked way better. Huge improvement over the last one. I think I think they probably have a little bit more tweaking left to go.
yeah,
I'd like to see I'd like to see potentially a different character. I'd like to see maybe the tournament done a little bit tweaking, but we made vast improvements. They made vast improvements. I didn't do
yeah.
anything. They made vast improvements. I'm really glad to see those improvements.
So you guys should thank me for my rant. They got scared. You're welcome. Yeah,
Thank you for
I
your
tried.
rant.
Um, Making the game great again.
That's it. You're making the game great. I how did so you got top 200 in this last one?
I think so. Yeah, that's where I
So
finished up. Or right
so how
outside of
close
it.
how close are you to unlocking him?
Oh, well, I'm not even close, man, because I did so horribly the first time I gave
So
up on.
I got in the top 50 this time. I was top 5 last time, top 50 this time. I just ran out of ally tokens.
Hmm.
I didn't quite get him to 6-star. I'm working on it. Pretty hardcore. I really think I don't necessarily think you need Shore Trooper at 7-star. He's a tank. I can remember similarly how I
Royal
started
Guard
using
was like
Royal.
that.
I used Royal Guard at 4-star, and there's a couple of guys running some
I
4-star,
used
five
Ray when
stars.
I unlocked her back in the day because she was
So
so devastating.
a tank gives you more HP. Um, when you do the extra stars and the extra levels, you get more. You just get more HP and more protection.
Yeah,
But their abilities are going to stay roughly the same. So, and really, Short Trooper we talked about before. You're basically wanting to get. You're basically wanting to have something for Wedge Biggs to go after first, and then you're wanting to have something for you're wanting to potentially have enough speed where you could get where you could get that crit
yeah,
immunity thing going off.
yeah.
Um,
You need that because if you get that's it's speed kills right now, guys. Meta is speed. I don't care how good your team is. I don't care how
right.
good they're geared. If you don't have the speed mods, you're going to unless RG works your way, you're going to get smoked.
I
It's
don't
just
think that. I mean, I think speed's important. The
well
more I've looked at it, though,
with the right stats. But if that team is set up to go first, you could be down and stunned immediately.
so let's talk about speed for a minute. I used to think exactly the same way you did, that speed was the most important thing. Can I tell you, there's a guy on my PvP on my arena server that I'm faster than he is, but I can't beat him. And the reason why is because he's modded better than I am. That's Reggae Dragon.
Well, yeah, but
He,
that's you just can't put a speed mod on that sucks. You have to have
it's
the
the
right
secondary stats that
right,
are important too, not just the speed.
right.
So I put like all my best speed mods on, and what I did was I lost out on offense, and I lost out on crit damage, and I lost out on some crit chance. And I'm not talking about just the primaries. I mean, the primaries are correct, but the ones with the most speed are what I put second. But it was like the other secondaries I lost out on. And I started kind of trying to reevaluate my mods.
Yeah,
If you get like a purple mod and somehow you come out with like 92 offense or something insane like that, you got to realize that potentially that 92
that
offense
has to go. It has to
is
go
more
on the right
important.
character, though,
That
right?
the 92 offense
If you
is
have
more
a
important.
defensive mod and it's got speed, it should not go on one of your attack characters.
Fair enough. Totally agree. Yeah,
So I mean, you have to be smart with your modding. The stats like for Lando, I do crit.
sure.
It's because you want crit. His crit opportunity is going to be it's got to be up there. So and crit crit
So
damage, and those mods are the ones I use. Offense for him too. Anything offensive and all this stuff you should put on certain characters. If it's got that speed mod, if it's if it's defensive oriented, it should go on your tanks. I mean, those are the things you need to work at. If somebody is a debuffer and stuff like that, you want that potency. I mean, like if you're going to use Tiba, I'm just using Tiba for example. You got to potency his ass up. Speed is with if you're going to get the speed mod. So that's the way you got to do it. So I mean, you can't put. You just have to be smart about it. It's that simple. So that's the kind of way I look at mods. In a nutshell.
basically, it's just my eyes have been open to mods, and that there's more to mods than I originally thought.
Yeah, I never said that just speed alone, but
Sure.
speed does kill.
It does. It does. It does work good.
Yeah.
So the next thing I kind of wanted to go over a little bit is I wanted to go over. I had some confusion, and I just sent you in our Google Hangouts uh, uh, a link to a snapshot of my current Rancor. What if I go in there and look at it, which basically means I'm locked out for 3 days. I didn't understand this. The devs post that was on this topic had been removed or changed to the point where I didn't understand what was going on. And so I had a bunch of, I don't know if this is happening to anyone else, but if you're like if your guild is min maxing on the Rancor raid in particular, it's possible that you could be locked out of the Rancor raid. And how we all understood it to begin with was we understood it as, did you get it, or do you want me to send it to you in Discord?
Where did you? Yeah, send it in Discord because
I'll send it in Discord. I'll send it to you as a private in Discord. So I didn't understand it. And the way I understood the original post, there it is right there. The way I understood the original post was that was that no one would get locked out if they had stayed in the same guild. After some of the conversations about it and some of the going back and forth, I realized that was not the case. So effectively how it works is, now this is Rancor only, because this is the only one that I fully understand. The AAT I do not fully understand yet. But on the Rancor only, you have 210 tickets to use. And if you use the 210 tickets, then if you use 180 tickets, then you would be locked until your PvP payout, your arena payout on Sunday, which is why mine shows that I'm locked until for 3 days and some change. It is because I took that photo right after my PvP payout.
Yeah, let me pull it up here.
Okay. And so the way this works is like, so let's say you did the Rancors take 60 tickets to run, right? Mm-hmm. So you run it 3 times, that's 180, which means that you're sitting at 180 of your 210. If you were to run the next one, you would be over that 210 number. You would be at 240, which means you're ineligible for rewards. Right. But then on Sunday, what's going to happen is on Sunday, it's actually going to show a negative number. So it's going to show. So on Sunday, when I hit that reset and I'm now eligible for rewards, it's going to say negative 30. So that means next week I will be eligible for 4 Rancor rewards, not 3 Rancor rewards. So 1 week it'll be 3 and 1 week it'll be 4. Now, all of these are tied to the individual, not tied to the guild. So basically you could end up in a scenario where half your guild is not eligible and half your
more loot for me,
and half your guild is eligible. So potentially what you could do is you could potentially set it up where you had the members that are eligible run the raid. If the members that were eligible ran the raid, that everybody would be at that same number, and then when you reset, then you guys would all be on a 4 week, and then you guys would all be on a 3 week. Does that make sense? How I explained it? They're supposed to make a post. The way you
explained it makes sense, but the actual thing and why that's happening does not make sense. But
it's because they tied it in such a way where it maybe they miscommunicated a little bit on the post, basically saying that if you never moved the from guild to guild, this would not affect you. But it affects every player regardless of whether you move from guild to guild
That's
or not.
crazy.
Or not. So, and then of course, what was it, like a week and a half ago, they filled up everybody's tickets. And so that's the reason why a bunch of people are hitting it now, is because they filled everybody's tickets up.
Interesting.
So and the potential is there that if you were able to do the AAT raid that fast too, potentially you could get into the same scenario on the AAT raid. If you ran 2, then you wouldn't be eligible for a third one until that day, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, let's segue into our next thing. Let's have some fun. As you guys know, we like to support other channels. One of the channels we support is the madman himself, Assassin Master, aka Urban Blaster.
Love that guy.
He's wizard.
He is
Wizard. He is super wizard. I don't know if he's in the chat. I haven't seen him, but
I haven't seen him posted yet.
Yeah. So for him, he wanted to give us a shout out and made a video for us. And,
I think that's awesome that he did that.
Yeah, he's a big fan, and we're a big fan of his.
Right now? Good.
Yeah, let's play it right now. So you guys take a minute or two and enjoy this Urban Blaster moment for the Reality SWGOH gamers.
There he is. He's in chat now. He's rolling with the furnaces 50 deep. Remon says no sound.
There's no sound. Okay, interesting. Hold on, guys. There's always something, isn't there?
It's always something. I want pancakes too.
So there's no sound. All right, give me a second while we're doing that.
I will. I'll give you a second. In the process, I think we need to talk about where everybody sits on the new character. So on the new character, I want to talk about is where everybody sits on the new guy, Beston, and how they feel like this guy's going to work. I am super excited about Beston, and I'm always nervous I'm going to miss one of these. I'm sitting at 11 of 25. Is everybody else sitting at 11 of 25?
I think so.
That's where I'm sitting on this guy. I think Beston is going to be an amazing piece. I think he's going to be really cool. I'm super excited about Beston and about how he how he's going to work. One of the other characters that I'm really waiting on, trying to make sure that they trying to see where we can farm him. Since we got the dev post about the fact that he will be a pilot, is this TIE fighter pilot, the Empire TIE fighter pilot. This character looks really good, and some of his abilities look very amazing as far as buff immunity chance. You're sitting at Prelog. Is it already past midnight where you are? That's why you're sitting. You're making me nervous, like I missed one. Prelog's already sitting at 12. So I'm sure that's what it is, because I'm always nervous I'm going to miss one. Hopefully I don't accidentally miss one. But these two new characters, super excited about these two new characters that have come out. If I was a betting person, I would say that TIE TIE fighter pilot, the the Empire character will be a better character long term, but that's just me kind of guessing. I could be wrong on that. But I see him potentially as being an incredibly good character. So we'll just have to see. What are your guys' thoughts in the chat about TIE Pilot, about TIE Fighter Pilot, and about Bestin? Riemann, you thinking for sure TIE Fighter Pilot? That's kind of where I'm going on the deal. I'm for sure thinking that I think I've seen a couple of videos. I've seen some people actually running him in arena at 2-star.
All right, let's try this again.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's try it again.
What's up? It's Urban Blaster. We're the Assassin Masters. Here's Canadian King 1 and Godzilla Gamer 0. And we're just saying what's up, Finity and Ranger J99. And they're the reality skewed gamers. We're going to be doing some, what's it called?
Extreme pancake, what we wish they made, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be doing some extreme pancakes. Another Gamer Fuel edition.
Yeah.
It's retarded.
All right,
Extreme pancakes.
When you run out of Mountain Dew, you're going to need some pizza. So we're making a pizza pancake. We're going to replace the water for pizza sauce and have cheese on top.
We got some more food.
We're basically gonna mix it up with some pizza sauce, guys. Which gamer doesn't like pizza? But we'll get to mixing and we'll see how it comes out.
Yeah.
Smells like Italy. Okay, guys, we're back. It's the pizza pancake.
Pizza.
We basically replaced the water in instant pancake with some pizza sauce, topped it with some cheese, and now we're gonna taste test this without syrup at first. Dig in, guys.
What the heck is he? That's disgusting. Can you imagine even?
It's cheesy gooey. Tastes like pizza pancake. Yeah. Now we'll top it off with some syrup.
Not bad.
You can't have pancakes without syrup. Dig in, guys.
Canadians gotta have their syrup.
Canadian King loves his syrup.
Oh no.
That sweetness adds a little something.
Chocolate
to it.
syrup on top? Holy cow,
Pizza
man.
pancake. Okay, guys, we're back. They're
Oh, no.
done. We're ready to eat the
Syrup.
sweet and
Goodness
spicy.
gracious.
Remember a Swedish fish and hot Cheetos. It came out to be a pink mess.
I got a gooey chunk on mine.
Let's dig in, guys.
God.
It's kind of flavorless bland. Let's try on some syrup.
Yeah, buddy.
There's a sweet tip to it. And here's some Swedish fish in this bite.
Oh God.
Swedish fish in it? That's disgusting. Oh my gosh.
It's craptacular. It's good if you were on a 12-hour bender of gaming.
Just
Just
put more syrup on it. It fixes everything.
Bumping up your gear levels and all you have is some
Oh my god.
Sweet and spicy pancakes.
yeah.
You can taste the hot.
It's
Spicy.
spicy and sweet. Just witnessed it. The extreme pancakes. They were pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
But we want to thank Ranger J Infinity and those reality skewed gamers for having us on their show. And we're the Assassin Masters. It's Urban Blaster, Canadian King 1, and Godzilla Gamer 0. If you want to see the most extreme pancake, though, head over to our channel. Check out that video. We took it one step up. And
Make sure to subscribe and like
and comment and
share.
Oh my gosh.
to the Reality Skewed Gamers and the Assassin Masters. YouTube/Assassin Masters. And we're out.
Assassin Master.
You have brain
Food
damage. You are
Network.
retarded. You're
What's
officially
up?
retarded.
It's Urban Blaster.
Oh,
That's
God,
still
start playing
funny.
again.
Oh my gosh. It's still funny.
Oh my God.
Oh. Who does that? Only he can do that. You know what I
We'll
mean?
put some swordfish in it.
Uh,
Yum yum.
Oh,
Wait, this tastes like ass. Let's put some syrup on it.
Anyway, if you
That's so funny.
check out their channel. We linked it.
Yes,
We
please.
linked
Oh
Urban
my
Blaster,
God.
Assassin Master down in the bottom of our channel. He makes some really funny videos. He's
I
super.
listened to one of his earlier videos when he first started coming out. He's like, "All right, we're gonna attack this team. Here we go. Qui-Gon's gonna lay the scunion. Oh, he missed. Uh-oh."
It's gonna rain blood. Remember that? Lando? This is so wizard. This is so wizard. It makes me cry, man. I think it was Yurto from the Furnaces found him first, and then he came over to the Furnaces. He makes some freaking funny videos, dude. He makes some funny freaking videos. If you just want to laugh, and I just want to tell you, like, he makes videos like for us. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's not for like the new guy. No. He doesn't make like instructional videos. He makes videos that are like that are like ridiculously funny for you know, people that are basically playing a game. I mean, basically just don't take yourself too seriously. Don't take yourself too seriously. Don't take the game too seriously. Just have fun and just be freaking have fun. And you can tell he's having fun all the time. We definitely give him a view. Give him a like.
Put some syrup on it.
It's hilarious. It is hilarious.
Oh, God. Oh no.
Yeah, definitely.
So now we've got some infamous words that have been uttered in the reality skewed gamers. The butt sock. And now pizza pancake.
That's it. Pizza pancake.
I'm impressed that you actually ate that.
I am too. That's pretty sick.
Because me and Grande are all ex-vets. By the way, happy Veterans Day to everybody coming up soon.
Happy Veterans Day.
Thank you for your service, Grande.
Thank you for your service, sir.
And thank you for all the gigs out there. Your service. We won't get a chance since it's this Friday. But
2 days.
2 days. Yep.
Everybody go get your free food wherever you can get free food at.
I never do that.
Yeah, one of my buddies is all into that. He's like, "Bro, come on, we gotta do it."
We gotta get Urban Blaster on here. Urban, get with us so we can get you on the show.
Heck yeah, dude. We gotta. All right.
Oh God. All right.
What else do we want to talk about? I know Affinity put in here about a ships tournament. I think that there should be a ships tournament at some point. I think there should be ships guild raids. I think there should be ships arena. I think there should be special all kinds of stuff for ships. I think there will be ships everything. I think I think ships are going to be as important as mods. I don't know how else to say that. When are they launching? Everybody asks when are they launching. I have no idea when it's launched.
Let's wait to really covering ships until they launch. All we're doing is speculating. And so putting out the news is one thing, but then speculating and theorycrafting, we could be here
forever.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't like when I was asking earlier, I was like, well, are there going to be this? Is going to be this?
Who knows?
I couldn't tell you. So
who knows, man?
I mean,
no idea.
It could be great. It could be poo-poo. We don't know. So let's get into some game stuff. Let's for the real reason why we're here. Let's get into some game stuff.
What are you working on right now? Yeah,
let's kind of go. Well, we know what I will be working on. We kind of Cantina. So let's see. So battles, I'll be doing Chief Chirpa. So we can just go ahead and skip that. Now I did finish Scavenger.
Nice.
And now I'm working on finishing First Order Officer just because I've already started him a while ago and he's almost done. So, I mean, that won't take that long to do. Because I already have Poe, Qui-Gon, Old Daka,
right?
Fives. I guess I'll do Ahsoka. Maybe I should do Ahsoka next. You said Ahsoka was a...
Ahsoka would be pretty good. Why am I paused on the stream?
I don't know. Why are you paused on the stream? Oh, Lord, because the camera thing went funky.
Okay, just checking.
There we go. Sorry.
And then Finity also had some questions. So we probably want to go over questions.
We can go right to Q&A.
So Keggy asked, should Grande grow out a huge mustache? Huge mustache.
Yes, what we're going to do is we're going to make Grande grow a mustache again. We're going to have Finity pay for it. We're gonna make it great again. His beard was there.
We're gonna make it great. Make Grande's beard
Well,
great.
listen to me. His beard was shaven because of Hillary Clinton. Not many people know this.
Oh my
Her
gosh.
husband, Bill Clinton, was the president,
Oh.
and he went to Grande and said, "Shave the beard."
Oh. So
And like a pussy, he did. So
so we'll ask the people in chat. Should I grow out my mustache? I don't
should
know.
you grow one of those handlebar mustaches?
Oh, like all like
Yeah, like Raleigh fingers.
can I just tell you, there's so make Grande's beard great again.
Yes.
I will tell you, there's a certain, I kind of like shave it again, especially with the straight razor. However, I will tell you, don't do it whenever you're in a hurry in the morning. You cannot do it when you're in a hurry.
That's because you now remember, you have to use the lotion after. It places the lotion onto the skin, or she'll get.
I do have a thing for
yeah, he just
without the beard, he's just a medium grande.
Yeah, he's just a little. Yeah, it's just not the same.
Oh man, you guys are killing me here.
Because I found a Lord of the Rings game. I'm gonna have Grande come over and watch me play it, and we'll have fun. Because I got.
I'll watch you play.
Yeah,
absolutely. I want to watch that game. I know you got a new game you're playing. I want to see that game.
It's a real-time strategy game, and it's Lord of the Rings. We'll get in that because I'm going to start streaming it. We'll set that up for this weekend. I've got to get OBS to work. It's not liking the game because it's a PC game,
right?
So it's being the you know what. But it's got Gandalf on there. Every time I see Gandalf, I'm like, because he'll start saying, I'm the servant of the sacred fire, the wielder of the flame of Arnor, dark fire. I'm like, Grande, get that get that Balrog. You kick his ass.
Oh man. Everybody liked the straight razor. I gotta tell you, I love the straight razor. There's nothing like shaving with a straight razor if you've never done it before. The first couple of times it is where you're pretty
oh
freaked
my
out
god,
about it.
everybody, Finny just posted we are 1 subscriber away from 300. Come on, y'all. We need
300 subscribers.
And we're almost at 20,000 views. That's a big deal, guys.
It's a big deal. So make sure you like, subscribe, view.
Help us make Reality Ski Gamers great again.
Let's see. So Kylo Ren asked a question. He says, any idea if we need fleet commanders at 7-star or just unlocked?
That's a good question.
In the comment that they made to us,
level 60, right?
Well, it said level 60 to make the ships work. They're like intended to work at level 60. So we have but it also said in the little post, in the little snippet that we got, that we're going to get shards for the crew members, as well as shards for crew members and shards for fleet commanders. So potentially you're going to get given a bunch of stuff to try to make it work a little bit better. I have no idea. I mean, I've been busting my rear on Mace Windu because I have him really low level.
God, I haven't finished into 7 stars. Maybe that's what I need to do.
I don't know. Here's the thing is here's the thing.
We're gonna make Mace great again. Even though he's from Chicago and they're killing each other.
I wonder if he's gonna have a snake. I wonder if he's gonna have a snake on the plane. That's all I want to know. No, but for real, I think that
snake in his pants.
If it was me, and I'll tell you what I'm doing, I am concentrating first on the AAT raid because we have way more information about that.
All right, so Ahsoka, yeah, I guess Ahsoka.
I would say let's concentrate on the AAT raid, and then after the AAT raid, then let's go to ships.
Where am I with Mace? Where is that?
I mean, you could do a 2-for-1, right? You could run Mace. You could run Mace and Qui-Gon in your phase 1 team. You'd have 2 dispellers, so in case both of the IG-100s taunted, you could clean both of those off and then go back on General Grievous.
So I've got a gear 7. Could get him to gear 8.
You could potentially look at that.
He's 6-star. I'm 60 away.
A lot of people like Mace.
I could finish this. You know what? Let's start on the Mace. Let's start on the Mace journey.
Maybe let's do Mace first.
Okay, and then I can do Ahsoka.
I'm good with that. Let's do it. Make Mace great again.
Make him great again.
All right.
Wrong.
So wrong.
It's pronounced Jaina.
So the next question was from Goldberg. Does the gear we have on our tunes, our characters, improve the ship's piloting or will it be totally separate gear for that?
I'm glad you asked that question. I have no idea in heaven.
My guess is the better your character is, the better they will be in the ship. It's just a guess. There will probably be more gear for ships. There potentially could be mods on ships. There could be levels on ships. I would think that. Look, in a lot of ways, most of us are attached to the Millennium Falcon as much as we're attached to.
Not me. I'm Jedi Starfighter, bro. Hey,
well,
whatever.
But I'm just saying that we could potentially, we could potentially have those ships where we work on them the exact same way as we worked on a character. That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So I do think that's going to happen. Then DM said, what would you guys like to see for the 1 year anniversary? Ranger, what would you like to see for the 1 year anniversary?
I would like to see OG Luke from the last movie.
Okay.
I want to see
Luke with a lightsaber.
Luke with a lightsaber, and from the movie, I want to see it. I want to see him not only in the movie kick ass, but
you're seeing a lot of people get Vader done. It's quite possible that you would see Luke with a lightsaber.
I would pay for that character.
Dude, Luke with a lightsaber would be sweet. And for the 1 year anniversary, that makes sense. They haven't really talked about the new character very much. It's highly possible that we're going to see ships for the 1 year anniversary. It's quite possible we're going to see some other things. We could, what I'd love to see again. What I would love to see for the 1 year anniversary? I would love to see another 4 times everything event like they did for May the 4th. That would be
great, yeah.
I would love to see a 4 times everything event again. I'd bust open my wallet even more than I'd bust open my wallet. No, Jar Jar. We are MJ. No,
you son of a bitch! How dare you? Why are you bringing him up? He's a stupid character.
No, Jar Jar, please.
You are making my penis hurt.
Ugh. So, Nervous MC, what are your thoughts on a separatist team with I think this is General Grievous and not Gamorrean Guard, because Gamorrean Guard doesn't have a lead. No. And I don't think he's a separatist. So this is General Grievous, Poggle, Geonosian Soldier, Spy, and IG-100.
Spy's awful.
Poggle's not a big hit.
Dooku in there. Or
I would
you could go with your girl. You go with your girl, Asajj Ventress. Yeah.
Asajj Ventress.
Before I put some of those in.
IG-100 is a good piece.
He's okay. He's not great.
I've seen him leveled up. He's actually pretty freaking hard.
I've not been impressed with anything I've seen from him. That's why that's not a player's goal for him.
Yeah,
you can make any character work. Grande, I know more about this than I do. I haven't seen what he could bring to a team yet.
You're going to have to go put a lot on him to make him good. Let's just put it that way.
Yes.
General Grievous. I wish General Grievous was a little bit better. I'd rather see potentially, a separatist team. I think they're going to use the separatist tag. What I'd like to see is a PvP tournament where separatists get a buff.
That would be nice.
Like a special buff.
Well, we talked about this a long time ago with Merlin. Remember, we were talking about team synergies and how we would like to see that if you have like an all rebel team or an all Sith team, that they get special.
Infinity says we reached 300.
Yes.
Thanks, everyone.
300. This is Sparta.
So I don't think that's the best separatist team, but I think we could theory craft on a separatist team.
I would go with Ventress, Dooku. Poggle would be good.
Probably Dooku lead.
Let's evasion.
Because of the evasion. Yes. So let's look at this. Let's sort by separatist for a minute. So we can see all the separatists. Golly, I feel like a dork. I don't have very many of them unlocked.
I do. Let's see.
I have 6 unlocked.
GS.
GS is definitely on the team.
Yeah, Duke is on the team. I would put Asajj Ventress on the team because of that debuff she
got. Dude, you got to put B2 on the team.
Yes, B2.
You gotta
Yes.
put B2 on the team.
Yeah. So
So
one more.
So Sunfac if you had him, and Grievous if
Oh
you
God, that would be a crazy good team.
and Grievous if you have him. And I've seen some people run Newt Gunray actually.
Yeah, I don't know about New Gunray. Grievous definitely would be a good piece. I mean, you got a lot of ways you can go with that team. It's not a bad looking team.
Dude, how sweet would that be if they ran a PvP tournament where Separatists got some kind of huge buff? Like what would be a huge buff for Separatists? Let's think about it for a minute. Separatists are dark side normally, they're all dark side, and they're all are they all attackers? I don't think they're all attackers.
Well, I mean they're
but
mainly,
they're all kind of smarmy. A bunch of them have a counter attack and a bunch of other stuff.
Sneak attack, something like that.
So we'd have to what would be a good buff for them?
I would say something in the offensive category. Speed maybe up or
crit up.
Yeah, you can make it hit harder.
You could do a crit up. That would be pretty sick.
Yeah,
or
that'd be so wizard.
Oh, here you go. Here's one. You could do one where like they had like a special debuff.
Yes.
So they make a special debuff just for just for that. Hey, Ty Pilot is asking me to give some Row love. We always want to give Row love, baby. Row is amazing. We're glad to see all the Row guys here. We're glad you guys are watching the stream.
If you want us to do a guild shout out, put your guild in here. We always like to give the Rebel Discord peeps a shout out. We always do individuals, but absolutely.
Row is an amazing guild. They've done some really great stuff.
Yeah, we do have a lot of diversity guilds in here. We've got Ronnie from Team Instinct, we got me from the Mighty Psy. We've got Furnaces,
Team Skunk. I mean, you got everything running on in here. Then the next question we had was from Enrique. Enrique asked, "Is the Galactic Gear Pack worth it?"
I'd say no, but we can look at it.
Let's go look at the Galactic Gear Pack for a minute. So the Galactic Gear Pack is 599 crystals.
I hit the wrong thing. And $599.
$599, and you get some decent stuff. So what does it say? It says, "Get your favorite, get the gear your favorite characters need to dominate."
Yeah, dominates.
Guarantees 5 to 8 sets of full or partial pieces, max 5 per day. I know a couple people that have actually pushed real hard on this. I know Skycrack has pushed pretty hard on this, and I pulled one once and I got junk.
I did too.
So
I pulled it. I actually pulled two, and I got junk.
I will tell you the one that actually seemed like it worked out way better was actually the mod pack.
That was pretty good. I have to admit,
I gotta tell you that
I got some good mods from that.
The mod pack was better. I'm not gonna say I got great mods. The best mods I see
got some pretty decent mods out of that. I
would, especially if you can't make some set bonuses with mod, you might look at the mod pack. I mean, obviously, right now we're all racing for level 80. I would say
85.
Spend it on. 85. I would say spend it on energy first.
Yeah. I agree with that.
And then Infinity asked the question at the very end.
No, wrong.
Infinity asked if Ranger and Grande.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Here we go.
Are you willing to make pizza pancakes on your own?
I'm on a diet, so no. My only treat is bourbon and Coke because I have shakes and chicken right now. That's it. So, I don't know. I'm not a sweet guy anymore. It's really crazy. I used to eat junk food like it was going out of style. I just don't eat a lot of sugary shit now. I know how you are. I just don't. It just doesn't. I mean, once in a while, like I'll want some chocolate or something. But I don't really get that.
I know you're kind of working on a diet a little bit too, right?
But just the cravings of stuff, it just doesn't. I don't know. I mean, out of anything I crave is a prime rib steak. I can tell you that.
Ooh, I had some of that last night. That was
sweet.
Anyway, I mean, I could see making some with my kids. Maybe I might run a video of us actually making some pizza pancakes. It's their two favorite
diet pizza pancakes and range.
Pizza and pancakes. How can you lose with pizza and pancakes?
I mean, Infinity, if you're trying to take the place of Meow Meow Boy because he's not here tonight, you're certainly getting on my shit side.
Oh, you talking about?
Gluten-free flour, low-fat cheese. What's the point? I might as well eat cardboard.
There you go. Totally agree.
How dare you, sir? How dare you?
What else we want to talk about? We want.
Oh,
I think.
wow.
I think we want to talk about like the channel. We want to talk about go to the Discord.
Yes.
We want to talk about. We have a website. It's in the bottom here.
Yes.
We also want to talk about. We want to talk about Twitter. We have Reality Skewed Gamers.
Facebook.
Twitter and Facebook. The Rebel Base. Big shout out to the Rebel Base.
Yeah, if you guys are new players or you have been to the Rebel Base, the great place. You got all these guys from Team Instinct and some of these higher level guilds and just really solid, good players and just good people. Well, they're not all good people.
And Grande obviously are there, so they can't all be good.
Yeah, and then Meow Meow Boy.
Meow Meow Boy. He's talking about Dark Lampshade.
Yeah, I call him Meow Meow Boy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god.
Ooh, here's another one. Can you be that guy? I'm gonna be that. Can I be that guy? When is there gonna be an Emperor Palpatine event? They said it was rare. I mean,
what do I think? Hold your breath, brah.
What do I think is rare? I'd love to see one before Christmas. I'd really love to see one before Christmas. I'll be
shocked if we see one before Christmas. I think January is when they're going to launch the next one.
Okay. I mean, I think a lot of people are pushing for Rebels. I know on one of my alt accounts, I'm pushing pretty hard.
I voted for Hillary Clinton, and I was wrong about that, so I probably got that wrong too.
Oh my gosh. So, I'm just ready for that part to be over.
I'm ready. So sick of politics. I was so involved, man. I really was.
I wrote in Mace Windu.
Did you really?
I wrote in Mace Windu.
No, which presidency? The one that says "bad mother."
I wrote in Wedge Biggs because they make such a good duo now.
That's right.
I was like Wedge for president and Biggs for vice president.
There you go. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Right, so is there any other questions?
I didn't see any more questions. I think
we've covered quite a lot. We had a laugh, had a cry.
We had a laugh and a cry. That's true.
Yeah, that's right. We covered a lot, man. I was just looking to make sure.
I think we're gonna go to the Reality Skewed Gamers voice chat for a little bit and hang out at the party. So if you guys want to come and hang out with us, and if you have some questions about your squads, you have some questions about your mods, you have questions about what you think is going to happen next.
Here,
you want
to put the end scene here? We'll put the end scene up so they know. So we'll go ahead and end this so we can get some chat going. So go ahead and continue, Grande. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm putting up the thing for you.
You're putting up the end scene. Okay, great. Yeah. We want to we want you to come, and if you have some questions or maybe you're smarter than me. I want to learn from you because there's a lot of people that are smarter than me out there. I want to learn from you. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you make sure to like on Facebook. Go to the website, check out our merchandise at Cafe Press, and follow us on Twitter.
Yeah.
And hang out in the Discord.
Yeah.
The Reality Skewed Gamers Discord. That's where I'll be.
Yeah, absolutely. Come join the fun, guys. We have fun. I mean, remember one night.
It's down here in the description. The Reality Skewed Gamers Discord is down here. It says RSG Discord. That is where we will be. Reality Skewed Gamers Discord.
Yep. So kind of cut this one a little short. I can't say short. It's an hour and a half. My God.
And it's not short by any stretch.
No, it's an hour and a half, and we've been going for an hour and a half. So
it was huge.
Huge. We're gonna make Reality Skewed Gamers great again.
That's right.
Get rid of all the Muslims and Mexicans and people without beards.
Oh my God! I knew you were gonna go there. Holy crap!
They're killing each other.
You're killing me, is what you're doing. Oh.
All right. Hey, 4 years of that. Get ready for it. I can just wait.
Okay.
China made fun of the way I talk. They've got to go. We're going to war. And it's pronounced China.
Goodbye.
All right.
Goodbye before sticks his foot further in his mouth.
Oh, God. So come join us in the chat. We're going to have some fun. Everybody that came out, we appreciate you. We had 300 subscribers. Now let's go for 5. Let's build this. Let's build this community. Let's make it happen. We got the peeps. We've got the technology. We have the skill. We got the psychos like Assassin Master. Make some pancakes. It's going to happen. So, on behalf of everybody here at Reality Gamer, myself, Grande, and the man behind the scenes, who we couldn't do this without, Finity. Thank you for being here, and we will see you guys next Wednesday.
Nice.
Peace.